been scuba diving? If you had, tell us where you've scuba dived before. And also, do not forget, this is a great time to smack that like button, hit the subscribe button, and most importantly, hit that bell button. Because we upload 3 times a week and you never want to miss a brand new video.
Ready for business.
I'm halfway to scuba diving.
Maybe not half.
Oh.
It's time to scuba dive!
I'm not scuba diving. I'll see you guys on Bikini Bottom.
I don't think it's time yet.
I think we're supposed to have oxygen tanks on.
Well, it's not exactly an oxygen tank. It's a mixture.
Bottom.
I don't think it's time yet.
I think we're supposed to have oxygen tanks on.
Well, it's not exactly an oxygen tank. It's a mixture of oxygen and nitrogen, same as the air we breathe. So it is an air tank.
So this might sound a little bit confusing, but there's sort of like an underwater base that we're traveling to forget about that whole point. How long can we last 10 meters underwater with these?
You can probably last about an hour.
Well, that's
Might sound a little bit confusing, but there's sort of like an underwater base that we're traveling to forget about that whole point. How long can we last 10 meters underwater with these?
You can probably last about an hour.
well, that's good information to know.
Remember guys, if we don't properly learn how to do this, not only is there the danger of the pond monster, who could be lurking in the pond as we're trying to dive down.
Now, you want to breathe underwater?
More than anything in the world.
You're gonna need a regulator.
A rega what now?
Your regulator.
But we also need to make sure that we can stay in the pond as we're trying to dive down.
Now, you want to breathe underwater?
More than anything in the world.
You're gonna need a regulator.
A rega what now?
Your regulator.
But we also need to make sure that we can safely make it to the base and back. If any of our scuba equipment fails or anything goes wrong, we need to make sure we go from zeros to heroes when it comes to scuba diving.
First of all, to make sure the air is good, you want to sniff it. So you push back here and smell it.
Smells like air.
Smells like goldfish.
Put the regulator second stage in your mouth and smell it.
Smells like air.
Smells like goldfish.
We're gonna learn by doing some practice tests here and figuring out everything we need to know about scuba diving so we can take this back to the pond and get to the underwater base. Time to dive.
The boys are in the water. Jakey is floating.
Dude, this is awesome.
Lindsay is floating.
It's gonna be a little harder to see in a pond, but so far.
The boys are in the water. Jakey is floating.
Dude, this is awesome.
Lindsay is floating.
It's gonna be a little and get to the underwater base. Time to dive.
The boys are in the water. Jakey is floating.
Dude, this is awesome.
Lindsay is floating.
It's gonna be a little hard to the underwater base. Time to dive.
The boys are in the water. Jakey is floating.
Dude, this is awesome.
Lindsay is floating.
It's gonna be a little harder to see in a pond, but so far this is sick.
Lower your head down so that
Floating.
Dude, everything we need to know about scuba diving so we can take this back to the pond and get to the underwater base. Time to dive.
The boys are in the water. Jakey is floating.
Dude, this is awesome.
Lindsay is floating.
It's gonna be a little harder to see in a pond, but so far this is sick.
lower.
In the water. Jakey is floating.
Dude, this is awesome.
Lindsay is floating.
I'm not scuba diving. I'll see you guys on Bikini Bottom.
I don't think it's time yet.
I think we're supposed to have oxygen tanks on.
Well, it's not exactly.
Like button, smash the like button, and as always, comment #squad. We really need to do some landscaping. This is completely unacceptable. And whose job is it to do the landscaping? Biggs, what did I tell you about the landscaping?
You might want to brace yourself, Biggs.
I think we have a acceptable. And whose job is it to do the landscaping? Biggs, what did I tell you about the landscaping?
You might want to brace yourself, Biggs.
I think we have a giant Bigfoot in our backyard.
Hell, did you hear this? We have a giant Bigfoot in our backyard.
And if we have a giant Bigfoot in our backyard, that
You might want to brace yourself, Biggs.
I think we have a giant Bigfoot in our backyard.
Hell, did you hear this? We have a giant Bigfoot in our backyard.
And if we have a giant Bigfoot about the landscaping,
You might want to brace yourself, Biggs.
I think we have a giant Bigfoot in our backyard.
Hell, did you hear this? We have a giant Bigfoot in our backyard.
And if we have a giant Bigfoot in our backyard, that's a very bad film.
Very bad, Logan. Do you know all the things we went through getting you back to life?
You need to relax.
We went through a lot of bad things, Logan. A lot of bad things.
I need to talk to Jake about this.
He should be upstairs in his office.
Why is it so dark in here? Why am I using a flashlight inside?
Why don't you turn on the lights?
Jake! Big possibility of giant Bigfoot. Jake?
Upstairs in his office.
Why is it so dark in here? Why am I using a flashlight inside?
Why don't you turn on the lights?
Jake! Big possibility of giant Bigfoot. Jake? Gone golfing!
Why is it so dark in here? Why am I using a flashlight inside?
Why don't you turn on the lights?
Jake! Big possibility of giant Bigfoot! Jake? Gone golfing? Are you serious? How could you go golfing at a time like this?
Oh, that sounds pretty fun.
No, it's not fun, guys.
Take me with him.
I don't know. I hope he gets a hole in one though.
Okay, fine. You know what? Fine.
I need both of y'all's help
Y'all here to help?
for a very big project. The viewers are up to speed, but to catch you guys up, the FBI was saying they believe giant is giant Bigfoot, and that X.
Jake has been working on the super sniffer.
The what?
The super sniffer. I believe its first use was to actually smell out beta particles that the pond monster created. So, Bigsy, why don't you go ahead and try it?
This is a super sniffer? Why do I have to take this? This is it, Logan. All right.
Way too long. I gotta make a call. I'm gonna need an excavator. Make it pronto. Come on, Bigfoot. Bones. On second thought, this is taking way too long. I gotta make a call. I'm gonna need an excavator. Make it pronto.
Bigsy, do you hear that?
It sounds like a beeping noise.
And it's with this bobcat.
Whoa, wait! Oh, Logan, no! This is a bad idea! Logan, do you even know how to drive one of these things?
I have no idea, but I think it's just like a video game. Maybe I shouldn't be the one driving.
Well, lucky for you, Logan. I was born to drive one of these.
No, I don't think he knows what he's doing either.
No, I don't.
One of these things. Okay, first things first, we gotta move this out of the drop site.
Oh no. No. All right, Biggs, start dig.
Where did he learn how to drive one of these things? Okay, first things first, we gotta move this out of the drop site.
Watch your head! Watch.
The process a lot.
Yeah, obviously. It would have taken us days to dig with a shovel.
So what exactly are we looking for here? What kind of bones are these?
Phil? What is that?
Stop! Yes, come
Whoa,
here!
what is that? What is that? Is that a giant Bigfoot bone?
It doesn't look like a root, Logan. My nose is the greatest nose in the world.
I was really hoping there weren't actually Bigfoot bones in this hole, but
What we're about to see might change human history forever. First the pond monster, and now giant Bigfoot in our backyard. I think we just found Bigfoot.
well, it's not a foot.
It's like the size of my forearm.
Hate to break it to you, Logan, that's a lot bigger than your forearm. That's your whole arm.
Whoa, looks like we cracked the bone. Okay, we're gonna have to be very... Whoa! Stop!
Power it down.
Please tell me we didn't find another bone.
We got a bone. Whoa. That is either the biggest hand or the biggest foot I have ever seen.
Logan, this thing's as big as my head.
Is that a Bigfoot? That's the biggest foot I have ever seen.
I think we've just confirmed we have giant Bigfoot in our backyard.
Yeah, you know what? I thought you were crazy.
We gotta leave this house. It's haunted.
Biggs is right. We should just pack up and...
Have the entire skeleton.
I just want to move houses. So we found a Bigfoot in our backyard. Then we found a pond monster in a pond. We gotta leave this house. It's haunted.
Biggs is right. We should just pack up and leave.
Dude, we need to get Jake. This is crazy. Jake is golfing right now?
You know what? Jake is gonna be sorry he's missing this.
We've just found another bone. I think it's the biggest one we've found so far. This is approximately 4 feet long. I don't even know what kind of bone this would be. That's like, oh.
No! Watch out with that thing!
What is that?
I don't know, some sort of grooving.
Can confirm whoever this was pretty big. Maybe we should call the FBI.
No! Jake said no more FBI at this house.
Remember last time what happened when you got...
Sort of grooving.
Can confirm whoever this was pretty big. Maybe we should call the FBI.
No! Jake said no more FBI at this... What are we actually doing with all of them?
We're gonna put the bones together and see how big giant Bigfoot really is. Then we can call Guinness World Records and get the world record for biggest bones.
And get paid?
Most likely.
Alright! Risk, try your hands, maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying, Phil. It's not moving. It is stuck in the ground, and we can't use that to get it out because it could break it.
Leverage.
Leverage?
Leverage is
Be
everything.
careful, Phil. Okay, be very, very... Whoa. I think we're gonna need some stronger tools.
Think the head is there?
I didn't even think about that. Come on, Logan, you got this. Come on.
It is deep.
Well, it's been in the ground for probably, I don't know how many years. More importantly, who do you think buried Bigfoot? And why did they dig him there? What's the story behind that? That's what I want to know.
insane. We have giant Bigfoot's ribs. Okay.
The size of that thing.
I think we gotta take this back to the lab along with all the other bones we found. Examine these bones, and Biggs, unfortunately for you, you gotta keep digging.
But Logan, how many more bones do you think we need to find?
As many as we need to piece this Bigfoot together. Because at the end of this video, we should have a full giant reconstruction of Bigfoot.
I am not gonna lie, guys. At first, I thought Logan was crazy. The more bones we dig up, the more this is just becoming more real and real.
We're gonna run some test bones connecting to his shoulder.
Foot hand. Yep, this is definitely a Bigfoot hand, and it's the size of my head. You keep digging.
Foot hand? Well, that's gotta be worth at least $4 or $5 million.
All right, I'm gonna get this inside to Logan. This will definitely help with the reconstruction. All right, Biggs. They have the size of them.
More and more bones are making their way to the lab.
My goodness! That thing's as big as a toilet!
That's what I said.
Speaking of toilets, I gotta take a peek.
Okay.
Because this thing is massive.
Phil, check it out.
My goodness! That thing's as big as a toilet!
That's what I said.
Speaking of toilets, I gotta take a peek.
Okay, that's kind of weird, but Phil, check it out.
Hand me the brushes.
Yeah.
This is so cool, guys.
There it is.
What a melon of a head!
Yep. You can say that again.
Whoa, freaky. Biggest head I've ever seen.
Just a little further, Logan. Grab it! Grab it! Yeah. That is not a little. I already have a lot.
It's massive.
Yeah, just look at the size of the head.
Is almost complete. Are we getting the torso?
What? This is insane.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to put the head on and complete this thing.
I can do it. We have almost complete giant Bigfoot. This is the last piece of the puzzle. Guys, I just want to say I'm proud of all of you.
Logan, I can't believe we all did it.
I just want to say, Biggs thought you were crazy, but I believed in you the whole time.
What?
No, that's not true.
Guys, focus. We're almost done.
We did it!
Bigfoot is complete. Check out the size of Bigfoot. He's more than twice my size.
Hello, Mr. Bigfoot. How are you?
Oh, guys. What's doing in our hole?
I don't know, Logan.
Well, once we put it in there, we better get out. Don't want to be too close to this thing when the living dead starts rising.
Phil, get over here.
What's going on?
We have 2 lay agents in our backyard, and one has jumped into our hole.
I knew we shouldn't have built that hole.
What about Papa Jake? His house is right there.
Yeah, boss wants that guy gone anyway. When these monsters start coming out, there's no way he'll make it out.
Boys, I'm back. What's been going on? Yeah, that's right. I was playing on Pebble Beach. Shot a 73 if you're asking.
You did not shoot 73. There is no way.
Jake, we have a very, very big problem.
What are these guys doing in our backyard? And why are they upside down? No, plus the fact that we're constantly
Right about once we f***ing around in our backyard.
There's a good chance that the Lake Corporation saw what you guys were doing, and they have gone to that hole willing to risk trying to get. Anyone going back to the hole to see what they're doing in there? All right, well, guys, what are you waiting for? Let's go to the hole and figure out what's going on.
Yeah, the hole is definitely smoking.
Maybe there's something inside that they were trying to get. Logan, something's moving. Ah, something's going on the hole!
Whoa! It's a zombie!
Jake, deal with
It's a zombie!
Jake, this is you. Fix it. Fix it.
That's a zombie. Oh!
Come on.
Guys, come on! I knocked him out!
Let's go, let's go!
Did I just see zombies in the backyard?
I don't know what they are. They could be zombies, they could be monsters, but they were coming out of that hole.
This is all his fault.
Okay, yes, it was my idea to dig the hole, but we found giant Bigfoot. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you found giant Bigfoot. You didn't think that maybe that could be connected to the pond monster or the flying monster? Clearly, they've done something to that hole, and now there are more monsters coming out of it. That could be like a monster hatchery. There could be thousands of monsters coming out of there. This isn't good. I need to get to my lab. The flying monster? Clearly, they've done something to that hole, and now there are more monsters coming out of it. That could be like a monster hatchery. There could be thousands of monsters coming out of there. This isn't good. I need to get to my lab. What happened to my lab?
We kind of thought we'd solved the whole pond monster issue, so we took the lab away.
How did we solve the pond monster issue?
I'm back to being Logan. You went golfing. We thought this whole thing was over.
There's still a pond monster in our pond, let alone the Lake Corporation, let alone the fact that there's a winged monster flying around, and you just thought, oh yeah, we don't need this stuff anymore. What did you do with all my equipment?
Kept your table. Look at this.
I don't care about the table! Where are the samples?
What samples?
The beta particle samples, the gamma particle samples, everything we've collected.
You know that big bin in our front yard?
Yeah?
Well, it got taken on Tuesday, so they're probably all in the dump.
Can't believe all the research. Everything that we've researched. Guys, how could you do this? This is why we do research, for when things go bad, we can use science. Now there's no science. There's just a table. Hold on.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Who left the door open?
Jake.
Okay. Oh, everyone calm down. Spread out, spread out. Stand back, stand back.
Okay, all right. Any zombies?
What's a ping pong paddle gonna do?
I don't know. I need something to defend myself.
Phil, quickly, get over here and clean this zombie up. Someone left the door open. Okay.
Jake, why was there a zombie inside our house?
Defend myself.
Phil, quickly, get over here and clean this zombie up. Someone left the door open. Okay.
Jake, why was there a zombie inside?
Something to defend myself.
Phil, quickly, get over here and clean this zombie up. Someone left the door open.
Jake, why was there a zombie inside our house?
Because someone forgot to close the door. All right, look, if we're gonna solve these zombies, we need to recreate my lab. Gather whatever supplies you can and get them down here now. Guys, if you have not already, be sure to smack that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a hashtag
Smack
zombie.
the like button for this.
Because we're fighting zombies, Logan. Also, clearly crazy stuff does not stop going on. So do not forget to hit that bell button, subscribe button, and leave a hashtag
Smack
zombie.
the like button for this.
Because we're fighting zombies. This is all we have. Also, clearly crazy stuff does not stop going on. So do not forget to hit that bell button so you never miss a brand new video. Guys, I need that lab now! This is it? This is all we have left?
It's a pretty good makeshift lab, Jake.
It's missing all my important science, my files. Is this just water? Yeah. Guys, I need that lab now! This is it? This is all we have left?
It's a pretty good makeshift lab, Jake.
It's missing all my important science, my files. Is this just water? At least you didn't throw out the Nerf blasters. I was working on a secondary project, something that could help us against monsters. I remodified the Nerf darts and added a mechanism to them. Biggs, hold this.
Okay.
What did you just do to Biggs?
Is he breathing?
Oh, that's his stomach.
I'm trying to see if the man's alive, Logan.
Guys, he's fine. I've turned the darts into electrical darts. If you fire them at monsters, it should be enough to stun them. It won't eliminate them, but it will be able to stop them in their tracks.
Whoa! Where am I?
They also have some side effects like memory loss.
What? Zombie!
Watch out! Stop them in their tracks.
Whoa! Where am I?
They also have some side effects like memory loss.
What? Zombie!
Watch out! Looks like we're testing this out real fast. At least we know they work. Okay, now on to the meat and potatoes. I have an idea. If we can create some sort of